Hello, I am Cryptid Scarecrow, and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. Last episode, we got a little close to Yuri. Monica broke the fourth wall, and we started preparing for the upcoming festival to read our poems. Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Are you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano? Well, maybe not determination. But I got passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that we're all willing to help out for this festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Eh? Weren't you complaining about it yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part in the festival, but the whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You, of all people? Eh? I didn't say I didn't like or I don't like it. What does she mean by you of all people? Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? The same train of thought. Because it's right in your name. Monica. Eh? That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Never mind. Let's just focus on our event for now, okay? Fine. Your reactions aren't as funny as Yuri's or Sayori's anyways. Excuse me. Where is Sayori anyways? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. I'll walk over to her. Hey Sayori. I waved my hand in front of her face. Eh? You were spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? She's not fine. Sayori shows me a big smile. It's fake. It's a fake smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright. If you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back towards everyone else. But the conversation has already dispersed, with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Scarecrow, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe maybe there's something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Scarecrow. You certainly know know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talking to me about things that bother her. But this time, when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Eh? Are you sure about that? She seems like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just had a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Scarecrow. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? Eh? She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light has turned on inside her. What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now that it always has been. Now, Sayori's poem last episode was very depressing. Talking about giving her sunshine away to all of her friends. You're so funny, Scarecrow. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful? Because that's just how she is when she's around you? Ah, I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I do now anyways? Or what do I know anyways? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I tried to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Ah. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori, gently talking to her. But she's keeping her voice quiet so that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her, and to have fun with everyone else. But that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her? That I'm letting this weigh me down so much. Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I could do besides wait for Monica. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly, I noticed Yuri peering at me from over her book. But she looks away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realize that she won't get anywhere like this. I've never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord. So, I have no choice but to approach her myself. By now, it's a little easier for me to do. I stand up from my desk and sits in one next to her own. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax. You didn't even do anything. But I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How were you even able to tell what I was thinking like that? that I was thinking like that. Well, it's something that I do a lot, so it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. And not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concern of those willing to share in the concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves. But if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen. Ah, it's really not that big a deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori. Sayori? Yeah, she seems a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh? That's quite romantic. Ah? Sorry. I didn't mean to say something stupid. It's not that. I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have just been friends for a long time, that's all. Ah, I see. And perhaps it is unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much. Scarecrow. The word is full of meaning, or the world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. There are so many untold mysteries behind each person, no matter how well you may know them. Ah, so you think that there might be something behind it after all? I think this Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be going on inside her head. She may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today too, and also feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looks like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case. Sayori, she really means a lot to you, doesn't she? Ah, I guess. But you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes, a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves. And you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware were in you. That is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy, so I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. That's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. Anyways, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it. Yeah. I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyways. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica calls up to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems and do the same. One moment, please. No. I make eye contact with Monica and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Okay. Maybe I should talk to Monica first. She might give me some information on Sayori. Instead of going with my normal first, which is Yuri. See, in this situation, I would probably talk to Monica, try to get any information I can about Sayori, then talk to Sayori, and then go from Yuri and then Natsuki. But I don't know if that's how this game would actually work, so let's try it. Hi, Scarecrow. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but for performing in a bunch of people, in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyways, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I'll let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. Your style's gotten so refined, Scarecrow. Yuri's been teaching you a lot of things, hasn't she? Well, I guess so. Yeah, I've been noticing how much time you spend with her. I think I've heard her say more words these past couple of days than she's talked in a whole year. Not sure how you did it, but that's pretty impressive. Well, she just needs some patience and a way to talk about all the things in her head, I guess. I'm still getting the hang of it myself. You're certainly putting in a lot of effort. You must really like her. Eh? That's... It's awfully suspicious, you know. Spending time with her in the club room every day. Reading that edgy novel with her. Well, I just feel bad that she has a hard time socializing. It makes me want to make sure she doesn't spend all her time alone. Besides, the novel isn't too bad either, you know. Alright. I get you. Just be careful, alright? I know that Yuri isn't used to opening herself up. So if something bad happens while she's vulnerable, when it could be really hard for her, or then it could be really hard for her, her books aren't a total escape from reality. They're just a bandage. You're saying that like I'm going to hurt her. Sorry, I didn't really mean that. If anything, she might accidentally hurt herself. Oh god, is that like a foresight? Is she... Does she cut? Is she suicidal? Oh god. Anyways, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth. A lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that is ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glistening in the twilight sky, until one day, the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall and fall and fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill expressionless. But a hand clutches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. With a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. Okay. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it's kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in this club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Ah, yeah, that. Ah, is that another wall break? Because this game is one-dimensional, and she's talking about two as if, you know, she's got some thought process on behind. I might be thinking too far into that. Anyways, here's Mocha's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good, or okay, or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that's went into it, and the things you can write, things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, so I didn't get any information about Sayori, so that's interesting. So I'm curious on if I should just go ahead and talk to her anyways. I don't know if talking to them in a certain order does anything for the storyline, but I think we should talk to Sayori just to see what's going on. It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Yuri. Eh? I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Maybe. That's not really what I meant, though. But it's okay. We're making new friends, just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. I call bullshit. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Scarecrow. Sayori, is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Alright. I'm still gonna call bullshit. She's definitely depressed. Just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now. if you insist. Yay! I'm going to go home a little bit early today. Sayori? Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I could say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. Oh, so we didn't even get a poem this time from her. Okay, that's not a good sign. I'm starting to get a bad feeling that something is going to be happening with Yuri here soon. Or not Yuri, Sayori. Yeah, this is all leading up to something that smells like bad news. For sure. But, that's where I'm going to leave this episode off for today. I hope you enjoyed watching. I hope you enjoyed listening. I tried to do at least a kind of feminine voice for the females, though they all probably sound the same. But yeah, I'm enjoying this. This is my first kind of like more of a novel dating sims kind of game, but it's enjoyable. It's sad, like I'm starting to notice a lot of the more how to put it, unhappy sides of everyone. Which, me, like, as a person, by nature, I'm more like Sayori. I don't like seeing people unhappy. So it leaves an unsettling feeling. But, like I said, that'll be it for today. This is Cryptid Scarecrow, and I will see you later. Bye-bye!